Hi, good morning. I'm Sunil Jain. I'm the opinion editor of the Financial Express. Welcome to yet another one of our video blogs, this time on the RBI's monetary policy. While there was a big speculation till some time back that the RBI would actually not deliver and the RBI wouldn't cut interest rates, it's actually given a pleasant surprise to everyone. There's been a 25 basis point cut in the repo rate, and more important, something that's taken the market completely by surprise is a 25 basis point cut in the CRR rate. If you look at the macro numbers, it seemed pretty obvious for quite some time actually now that the RBI should be cutting rates. The macro policy statement of the RBI that came in yesterday told us that that the core inflation, or the RBI's definition of the core inflation, we're pretty near that. We're about 4.1% or 4.2%. So the core inflation numbers were down. The WPI is still high at 7.5. But if you look at the component of the WPI, the real problem is now, and it has always been for a very, very long time, the food inflation. And frankly, the food inflation is something that the RBI can't do much about. That's got to do with the procurement policy of the government, the mishandling by FCI, the fact that we tend to have 3 times more the buffer stock that we have. So given that demand has been very soft, we've had probably the worst in just 2 of the last 8 months have we had a positive IIP. We've had negative IIP for 6 of the last 8 months. So you look at the sales of Unilever, of Ashok Leyland, so from consumer goods to commercial vehicles, you get the same answer of softening demand. So I think in a sense it's very, very good that the RBI did what it did. It signals that the RBI is now going to have an accommodative monetary policy, which is good news for everyone. The question on our mind really is now that A, will the RBI carry on doing this kind of monetary easing? And C, will it actually give a big fillip to the economy? And third, why didn't the RBI do more? If we let's take the last question first. Why didn't the RBI do more? We have a current account deficit which is a humongous 5.4% of GDP in the June quarter. It could probably be higher in the September quarter, in the quarter that went by. So we are actually very vulnerable to foreign exchange inflows and outflows. So I think that's why the RBI has been very cautious and only done 25 basis points. Will it actually give a big fillip to the economy? A lot depends on the way things turn out. And see, there will obviously be an immediate impact in terms of demand in the rate-sensitive sectors, which means automobiles, housing, and things like that. As far as the overall pickup in demand, that will depend on how fast the government is able to clear the policy paralysis part. So how soon can the government actually start clearing projects? We've seen the GMR group, the GVK group, walk out of very, very big road projects because the government wasn't able to give clearances. We've seen a similar problem in the power sector where clearances are not coming. And just tomorrow we have the meeting of the Cabinet Committee on Investment, which is the CCI, as you know, is the platform with the government set up to clear projects quickly. So if we're able to see the government clearing things fast through the CCI route or other routes, now you've got an RBI rate cut. And if the budgets continue to show that the government is serious about fiscal consolidation, the way it has been, by the way, for the last few months, I think we could see a 50 to 75 basis point cut in the CRR, in the repo rate over the year. We've seen 25 already, so I'm saying we could see a similar amount, or maybe even double that amount over the next 12 months if the budget deficit remains in control. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.